Yes, this is what we call it as depends on a company. Some companies are called it as FOD, functional overview document.
Okay. Business requirement. Okay.
Yeah, so business requirement they will give function overview document, and if at all the complexity in this particular document, then they are going to prepare the case studies.
Okay.
Say for example, we have given this prototype as a screenshot. The designer, business analyst is going to give the prototype from Paint. Okay, or else any internal tools, they are going to roughly writing like this. And the business analyst has given either project manager or a team leader. They are going to categorize prototypes into functional document like this. Not in detail like this, just the oral view. Like here you can use labels, text boxes, buttons and all. They are going to prepare as a document. That is also in a tabular format. Use this label, show the error message and the behavior of the control. Whenever I click on a button, redirect it to next page, everything they are going to prepare. Okay. So this case study is each page with controls and navigation details. Very clearly they can mention. If it is a small project, they will give just overview. But if it is a big project, each and every page they need to be specified like this. That is what we call it as case study. So this oral view of functional overview document and case study called as low level design, LLD. In a project, we have two types. One is high level design, the other one is low level design. High level design will come under project managers and business analysts. They are going to prepare some diagrams, UML diagrams, use cases, sequences, state chart, all the things. And they elaborated by the team leader. They are going to separate the prototypes into developers understandable format. So the developer understandable format document is called as low level design. So this is called as low level design. Okay. So now here all these controls, like what control we use, where we use that control. And here required means compulsory. So mandatory fields are required fields. So basically entire validations we have only 6. One is for required. Wherever we are specifying mandatory field, then we can use the control called as required field validator. The name of the control is required field validator. Password, confirm password, we need to compare. Then compare validator. And minimum and maximum validations we can assign age, and whenever we are entering any amount payment and whatever amount we need to pay, is it will be greater than or less than, that ranges is range validator. And email ID format, pin code format, phone number format, all the predefined formats are regular expression. This is the control. So required, compare validator, range validator, regular expression, and validation summary. All the error messages we have to show it one control, that is validation summary. And if our requirement is not fulfilled by these controls, we need to create on our own. Then we can use one more control called the custom control. So this is completely customized by the user. Okay. So it is for mandatory fields, and this is for comparison. It is for range. It is for our own format. All the messages at once we have to display, use validation summary, and our own customizations purpose we can use custom validator. So custom control. So these are all the 6 controls for entire ASP.NET. Okay. So now those controls are used here. See, this is for phone. Phone means it is a format. That phone purpose we are using regular expression validator. So in this regular expression validator, validation expression property, US phone number format should be set. And this is for password. So password, here we are applying text box. One is for typing and one is for comparing. So that here we use compare validator. Which text box you want to verify and what type of password you want to compare. So two properties and error message. Type is string type, operator is equal. If both are same, then it is okay. If both are different, then it is an error. Now here it is course. We need to select either C or C++ or Java or .NET, anything. So for this, we have to use radio button list, radio buttons. Only one option we can choose at a time. If they are not selected, we have to show the error messages, select any course. For this, we are applying control to validate radio button. Now the city, whether this particular city, whatever we are giving, that is fixed. So we need to compare whether this will be matched or not. So here, not equal. Is both the two will be same or if it is different. Sometimes we are saying we are going to use this city. If they are selected the same city or if they are selected a different city. Equal means comparing. Other than this, you can allow anything. So we can say not equal. Now password, confirm password purpose, compare validator. Range, age should be, whenever you are applying for any job, the age should not be exceeded from 18 to 60. So below 18 not allowed, after 60 not allowed. So minimum value is 18, maximum is 60, data type is integer data type. And here is date of joining, compare validator. Now here, what type of format we need to verify? Date type. Operator is data type checking, whether it is MMDDYY or YYMMDD or DDMMYY. So whatever format we are giving, whether this will be follow that input or not, it is checking. Which text box? Date of joining text box. So we have to show this message. And finally, this is our own validator, custom validator. What is this customization? Upload a photo or upload a resume. But we are not selected anything, but we are supposed to click on a button as upload. File is not there. How we can upload? We cannot. So what we have used here, custom validator, check this text box whether they are selected the file or not. Okay. So for this we need to write couple of coding for custom validator. Remaining everything properties are enough, but for custom validator we need to write what value they are selected, whether they are selected anything or not. Argument value is file name. If they are selected any file, here we are going to checking whether this file is existing or not. If it is exist, it is invalid. If it is not, valid. If it is not existing, we can simply say it as invalid. Here only we can filter. Like if they are typing and mismatched information, instead of going to server and again it is saying that this type of file is not exist. So we have to avoid such type of error messages in client side. Now all the validations are satisfied. Then only we need to go for next page, success page. If any one of the validation is not satisfied, simply we can show the error messages on the same page. Okay. So this is what we are going to plan to do. Now we can prepare as a practical form for this. add one form, add a new item, select one waveform, go to the design. Now here we can take one table. One is for label, one is for text box, and one is for required field validator. So 1, 2, 3. So here we can apply columns are 3 and rows are, once we can press tab, automatically it will increase the lines. So now we can simply say this. By default, it is going to display 100%. Here, go to the source. It is creating table. How many number of rows we are selected? That many number of rows are created. TR for table row, TD for table cell. Each row has 3 TD, means 3 cells. Now here width is full of the page. So from starting from here to ending from here. So this is 100%. Now we can simply show that this is a source is 50%. So 50% is half part. Now go to here. This is starting from here. 50 means middle of the page. So now we want this one in a center. Justify at center. So now go to the property, auto style. Automatically the style is applied. That is what we call it as width is 50%. Now your alignment is center. So it is going to display in center. Now what type of form it is? We need to apply here some header text. So the top row we have to merge as a single row. Modify, select, merge cells. Now all the 3 cells becomes a single cell. Now here we can create something like a registration form or sign up. Whatever we want, we have to create. Select this particular cell, there, justify center, the text, and bold, and whatever the size you want, like X large, that we can assign. And if you want any background color, select that particular cell here, foreground, let us color, background color. Click on here. So whatever the background color we need it, we can assign here. And this font letters color is foreground color. That foreground color we can select it as this. So now the registration form. Now here what type of field? This is our prototype. Name, age, phone number, email address. So either you want a label, we can type, or else enter your name. And this is enter your age. And here it is enter email ID. Next, select any source. And here it is city, password, confirm password. This is city, and here it is password, and you can press tab for more rows.
More rows, okay.
Yeah.
Confirm password.
Yeah, confirm password. And here it is date of joining and enter resume file path. And now here we can assign some text boxes. Place the cursor in first cell, and we can assign here as text boxes. This is the second text box. Third text box. Fourth one. Fifth, sixth, 7, 8. And then here all the error messages.
Enables.
Now we can assign validation controls and then buttons. So now this is the row. We have to either merge or take one more row. This is the row. Some gap we given. Modify, merge the cells. Now here one more tab is there. Validation. Under this validation, we can assign one by one. Summary, all the validation control error messages at one place. Now in the property, here display mode, default is bullet style. You want a single paragraph or you want it in a list type. So default is bullets. And now here one by one we can show. This is enter a name. Name is mandatory. So wherever mandatory is there, required field validator we can use. Required means compulsory. And here whatever age we entered, that is
Range.
in between the range. Now regular expression, it is for email ID purpose, validation format. Select any code. Now here we can use radio button, yes, edit items, add items, C++. And here orientation, either you want in vertical direction or you want in horizontal direction. Text alignment is right or text alignment is left. So it depends on that we can assign which one we want. This is the whole table. Now here is mandatory. Choose one option. So there we can assign required field validator. Comparison. We are giving one predefined value. Whether it is matched or unmatched, we are comparing. Now compare validator password and confirm password. This is for date of joining, comparing with the date. And this is enter resume path. This is custom validator. All these controls are having its own meaning, but for this we need to write our own. So we can use here custom validator. Now we can assign text for this. This is for txt username. And second one txt age. txt email ID. And this is radio button list for courses. RT courses or RT list courses. txt city. And this is password, confirm password. txt password and txt confirm password. And date of joining. Diverge. And this is for file path. txt file path. So now we already discussed like select all the controls. We can show the common behavior 4 color. All these error messages should display in a red color. Okay. Instead of going to selecting one color, you can apply one color. Automatically all the selected properties will change. Common properties we can do like this. Now we can set some properties. What are they? Required. Now here control to validate. So which text box we need to verify? This box. What is the name of this box? This box name is txt username. So now in this control to validate. So which text box we want to verify? Username.
Text username.
We can say simply txt username. Now what is the error message? We can say that user name is required. This. Now this is range validator. So where we need to verify the range here? This is control to validate txt age. Now we can say age is in between 18 to 16. Now we can set minimum and maximum. So minimum is 18 and maximum is 60. And what is the data type? Data type is integer. So it is. Now this is an expression, validation expression. Enter your email ID or enter your phone number. Both the two we can assign here. So I click insert one more row below. Now here we can say enter your same regular expression we can assign. Phone number. So now we can say here validation expression. What is the expression? We can simply say all the predefined expressions they are given. One is for you want to verify French phone number, Japanese phone number, postal codes. This is internet email address. So this is internal URL, whatever www dot we are typing, whether it is valid or invalid format. So like this PRC US phone number. Here we can observe /D, D for digits. All phone numbers are digits only. How many? Minimum, like 3 compulsory, 001 or anything. Then afterwards, you have to wait for hyphen, like these are all optional code, question mark. Maybe they will give or may not be. But next what we have to do? Mandatory /D3, 3 digits. One hyphen is required. And again /D3, 3 more. And again hyphen is required. And last is 4. So in between that one hyphen symbol is accepted. Okay, /D is the format for digits. Capital D for characters, small d for digits. This is zip code. /D5. So here is 5 or here /D 4. So these two will be going to accept. Okay. So now we can say here phone number. So US phone number will be accept here. Now set focus on error. You want to blink the cursor on the same text box? Say yes. Like that we can apply for all the text boxes. And this is the email ID format. Email ID, control to validate, email ID, error message is invalid email. They are not following the rule. And validation expression, internet email address. W, one word is required. Dot, again word is required. @ symbol compulsory. Again words, maybe 1 or 2. In between dot also they can access. And again one word. So it is. Click on OK. Now this is required mandatory. Control to validate is radio button list. Select course. And this is set focus on error. True. City. New York. And here it is for control to validate and control to compare. Comparison is this city. Control to compare is this city. And here operator equal or not equal. We can assign the operator. And here it is what type of value we need to compare, that we can assign here. Type is string type. And we can give the default value for input. If it is another text box, we can assign, and the default value is this. Password, confirm password, property, control to compare, text box password. Which one we have to verify? Confirm password we need to verify. Confirm password we need to verify. One second. Huh? Hello madam, good morning madam. లేదు మేడం చెప్పండి మేడం. ఓకే మేడం. ఓకే చెప్పండి మేడం. అదేంటి మేడం ఆ క్వశ్చన్? అవును మేడం. ఓకే. ఓకే. అవును మేడం. మెయిల్ పెట్టండి మేడం కార్డ్కి. ఇట్లా ఒకసారి ఇట్లా నేను అది విధంగా కంప్లీట్ చేశాను, బట్ ఇట్స్ నాట్ అప్డేటెడ్. నేను చెప్పి అట్లా పెట్టండి మేడం, నేను ఇంకొక అసైన్ చేస్తాను. సరేనా మేడం? అవునా? ఓకే ఓకే. ఓకే ఓకే. సరే మేడం, నేను ఓకే ఓకే నేను ఈరోజు చెక్ చేస్తాను మేడం ఒకసారి మొత్తం అంతా వెరిఫై చేసి, then నేను ఐ విల్ అసైన్ అనదర్ పర్సన్. ఎస్ మేడం. అవును మేడం. అంతే కదా మేడం, ఎవరు ఎఫర్ట్ వాళ్ళకి ఉంటుంది. సరే మేడం, నేను ఒకసారి అది ఇప్పుడు వెళ్ళి మొత్తం అంతా వెరిఫై చేస్తాను. తర్వాత అది మెయిల్ పెట్టండి మేడం క్లియర్గా, ఓకేనా? నాకు పెట్టేసేయండి. పెట్టేసిన తర్వాత నేను ఐ విల్ అసైన్ అనదర్ 1 more person. ఓకే మేడం, అంటే దే ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు కమ్యూనికేట్. అది మేడం, అది వీడియోస్ రికార్డింగ్ చేయమన్నారు కదా, అది ఏమన్నా అంటున్నారా? అది చిన్నది ఒక శాంపుల్కి. అవును మేడం. లేకపోతే లేకపోతే వద్దు. చెప్పండి. ఓకే. 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 అవునవును. ఓకే. 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 అదైతే మనం ప్లాన్ చేద్దాం మేడం. ఈవినింగ్ అంటే మీరు ఒకసారి చెప్పండి మేడం, ఎప్పుడు అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంటుందో ఒకసారి మనం మాట్లాడేసుకొని. ఉమ్, 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 ఉమ్. ఓకే, అదే మేడం, మీరు కనుక్కున్నారంటే మనము మాట్లాడేసి అది పూర్తి చేస్తాం. ఉమ్, ఉమ్. ఓకే. ఓకే. ఉమ్, ఉమ్. లేకపోతే మీరు నేను వెళ్దాం మేడం, ఒక టైం చూసుకొని. సరేనా? అది బెస్ట్ కదా, కలిసినట్టు ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఆల్రెడీ మొత్తం అంతా చెప్పాలి కాబట్టి మీరు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తే ఇంకా క్లియర్ ఉంటుంది. ఉమ్, ఉమ్. సరే మేడం. ఉమ్, ఓ, ఉమ్, 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 ఉమ్. సరే మేడం, అడ్రస్ లొకేషన్ చెప్పండి మేడం, నేను వెళ్ళి కలుస్తాను. ఓకేనా మేడం? థ్యాంక్స్ మేడం. Yeah, hi Latisha. So now here we can make the password and confirm password, and this is for date of joining. This is what value we need to compare, like data type checking, text box is txt toj, data type is date. So date data type they are going to apply. So operator is data type checking, type is date format, and here the text box name is this. Now the resume part. So this is not having any validation because we are not going to apply, but only we can assign here as control to validate. Which text box we need to verify? Resume part, file part. It has one event to call it as server validate. So double click on this event. So go to that validation control, then property. In that we have events tab here as event. Now in this event server validate, user will write their own coding. We have to verify their coding whether it is valid or invalid. So this one. Now as per here, all these validation messages we apply, whatever we have seen here. So that is going to compare all these things. Okay. Now date of joining, invalid date, data type checking. Control to validate, file not found. This is the error message we can give, and this is the validation we can write inside. Now go to this, we can assign a property. File not found. So we have a resume on the desktop. New document, just like locate resume. Now we can write something inside, or we can take a resume and the resume name we can save. Now we can upload. This is the code we can write in server validate. File info object name equal to this. This file is available. Resolve it using system.io input output. Whether this file is available or not. So whatever the value we have given, that it is going to verify. So that value is file upload control also we have. This is the value property. And the last we can apply submit. So all no errors, nothing. Take the form. So we can use submit button. View in browser. Next.